Welcome to my version of sassafras. And it does start out here in an overhang where the tenants can be protected from the elements. My brother is good. He has the use of 1 foot, and he's able to open the door with his 1 foot. When you walk into sassafras, it's almost like walking into a magical place.
I shudder to think where some of the people living here now would be if they had not found sassafras.
His passion is just to really keep people out of situations where they have to give up freedom. I think that's one of his biggest personal, not fears, but just things that he's had to overcome is, maintaining his freedom, because people, since he can't speak like other people are always trying to speak for him and make decisions for him, and he's completely capable of that, so he wants anybody who's capable of making their own decisions to be able to stand up for themselves and be independent.
Sometimes the vision and persistence of one individual can bring about meaningful change in an entire community. The efforts of mental health champion Dan Lalone helped create Sassafras, an example of hope, opportunity, and community inclusion for persons with disabilities located in Springfield. Even though Dan Lalone was born with physical disabilities, he also has never let that stop his desire to participate fully in life and all that it offers.
Dan was disabled from birth. He was jaundiced at birth from an Rh blood factor. And so he's known nothing but physical disability, but he's been mentally alert all of his life. And that's very important because he considers himself a prisoner in his own body. So he's very intelligent, he's attended college, probably knows more about religions than anybody else I know.
Dan's understanding of the kind of life he wanted for himself and his persistence to get there has touched many lives along the way to Sassafras. One of those is Keenan Wolverton, Dan's primary caregiver and friend. He's learned to understand Dan. He knows that Dan is someone who is easygoing and positive.
Working with Dan, he's always positive and ready to have fun, and that's one of the most important things. I've worked with several speech disabled people before, and everybody has a different manner of speaking, their own language basically, and is have to learn to watch for the right signals and get used to everybody's idiosyncrasies in the way they talk. He likes to communicate with people and likes to be social.
One of 6 children, Dan's family played the key role in his desire for independence. As a teenager, he was not accepted at his school, but not to be denied, his parents and other like-minded parents started a school for kids with disabilities. This was before public awareness caught up to the issue around disabilities. This event set the stage for the future. Dan took his dreams for Sassafras to his parents Harold and Mary in the late 1980s, and they understood.
Everything started with Dan conveying his interests to our folks. And Dan has very labored speech, and so it takes a long time and a lot of patience to listen to him and to understand what he's trying to convey to you. Well, my parents were wonderful at that. And so they were able to grasp what he was trying to tell them pretty readily. And they bought into what his concepts were fully. And the concept is simple, but almost beautiful.
Dan's concept was Sassafras, which today is an attractive modern apartment complex in the midst of a neighborhood in southwest Springfield. Sassafras is a warm, comfortable home in the community for Dan and 8 other individuals who share their desire for independence. One of those is Susie Summers.
The goal, Danny's vision, and the fact that we can live as independent as we can. Living in a regular complex, I couldn't even get my door open to go out if I wanted to. Nobody really knew I was there. The management knew there was a disabled person in the disabled apartment, but they never really knew I was there. And I felt isolated, even though I'm I have lots of friends and family, but I still felt in isolation. Here I don't. I feel like you guys, if you lived in a regular apartment, you just get up and go.
The dream for Sassafras began taking shape for Dan and his parents after his appearance on a local radio program. The word was getting out that this was something special.
When Dan was invited to go on KYGO here, it was a godsend, and it opened the door. It opened the line of communications with exactly the right people. Families, the Burroughs Center, and Swink, they all came together and started Sassafras. So it started with the land purchase and went through a fundraising process, but the majority of the funds were generated through tax credits that local banks receive to sponsor the building of the project.
I think that knowing that families were involved in the development of Sassafras and they were going to be owning and running, we knew that the quality would be higher than what some of the other alternative living facilities that were available for someone who was as physically challenged as my brother was.
Dan was the catalyst for this. His parents helped, and he just encouraged everybody along the way. I don't think he missed a meeting, and there were lots of them.
Today, the future for Sassafras, for Dan and his friends, is bright. The apartment complex may not attract much attention in the neighborhood, but it is a testament to the ideal of never giving up and the hope and belief that dreams do come true.
He's a dreamer, and his dream that he will share with you, he'll share with anyone, is that he feels he has a mission to see that other disabled, physically disabled, mentally alert, are given the opportunity to live in an environment like Sassafras.
Dan wishes to share his mission with all of us. He dictated the following to Keenan.
I have a mission to see that all severely physically disabled, mentally alert people have a place to live in dignity and safety. Now, Sassafras is hopefully such a place. It is a model for the U.S., if not the world. In the past, if you are severely physically disabled, you are put in a nursing home or let languish at home. Sadly, some healthcare providers still believe in that tired philosophy. I have witnessed in the past many disabled individuals put in nursing homes for the wrong reasons. I see Sassafras as a place disabled people can live without giving up any rights, dignity, or safety. My goal is to have a world where disabled people don't have to give up freedom to live in society.